Hello everyone, welcome to the 24 Sports News channel. Let's hear the headlines of the sports day. Massimiliano Allegri has rejected the offer of Al Hilal of Saudi Arabia. 34-year-old Sergio Busquets joined Inter Miami. Cristiano Ronaldo broke the Guinness record and became the first player to reach 200 international games. And stay tuned for the rest of the news. Massimiliano Allegri has rejected the offer of Al Hilal of Saudi Arabia, and in this way he wants to continue his presence in Juve. Also, Ronaldo said that the only offer that came from Saudi football for Allegri was related to the offer of Al Hilal of Saudi Arabia, and Al Nassr was an offer to Allegri. He did not give because the relationship between Ronaldo and Allegri in Juventus was not very good, and now Nassr does not want to make Allegri the head coach of his team. In this way, Allegri has rejected Al Hilal's offer of €20 million per year until 2025, and it remains to be seen how he will perform in Juventus next season. Despite being bottom of their league, Inter Miami has been very active in the summer transfer window. At first, they managed to beat Barcelona and Al Hilal on the way to buy Lionel Messi, the holder of 7 Ballon d'Ors, and now they managed to recruit 34-year-old Sergio Busquets. Sergio Busquets ended his contract with Blaugrana this past season and decided to stay away from European football and join David Beckham's team in America. Now Inter Miami has officially confirmed the transfer of Sergio Busquets by publishing a video on Twitter and other virtual networks. Busquets is undoubtedly one of the best players in history who was able to achieve many honors with this club. In 2008, he was able to get into the first team of Barca, and with this team he won 9 La Liga titles, 7 Copa del Rey titles, 3 European Champions League titles and 3 UEFA Super Cup titles, as well as 3 Club World Cup titles. 26-year-old star Ruben Neves of the Portuguese national team went to Saudi Arabia's Al Hilal with a 3-year contract and €55 million. The transfer of a young star from the English Premier League to Saudi Arabia is a clear answer to critics, including the head of UEFA, about the migration of aging stars to the Middle East. On the other hand, Al Hilal club announced the recruitment of this player by releasing a video of Ruben Neves. Al Hilal club paid €55 million for Ruben Neves to break the transfer record in the history of this English club. Ruben Neves has 41 international games in his career, and he played against Bosnia in FIFA and gave 1 goal. Inter has reached a personal agreement with Cesar Azpilicueta on a 2-year contract with the option to extend for a 3rd year. This Spanish defender, who will be 34 years old in about 2 months, feels that he will have less chance to play next season, and for this reason, he has requested to terminate his contract valid until the end of the next season. Azpilicueta wants to experience a new challenge and seems to Chelsea will not object to his request. Azpilicueta has promised the leaders of Inter to join this team, and as soon as he leaves Chelsea, he will travel to Milan and undergo medical tests. Club Osasuna was fined and banned from the next season of the Europa Conference League after the investigation by UEFA. Despite the optimism of the fans regarding Osasuna not being fined, UEFA conducted an investigation into the manipulation of the results of the matches by this team, which was done about a decade ago, and finally issued its vote, and Osasuna from participating in the European Conference League banned for the 2023-2024 season. Cristiano Ronaldo was awarded a Guinness World Record for being the first player to reach 200 caps. The first game of the Portuguese superstar took place 20 years ago, in the game against Kazakhstan in 2003, and now, after 2 decades, Cristiano's name has been registered in the Guinness Book of Records by registering 200 national games for Portugal. Bayern Munich's 27-year-old French defender Lucas Hernandez wants to leave and move to Paris Saint-Germain. Lucas Hernandez is on the verge of moving to Paris Saint-Germain. The negotiations between the two clubs are going very well and quickly, and Paris Saint-Germain is very optimistic about finalizing this transfer. Lucas Hernandez is expected to go to Paris Saint-Germain in a transfer worth 35 to 40 million euros from Bayern Munich. This is despite the fact that there is only 1 year left of Lucas Hernandez's contract with Bayern Munich. 30-year-old Inter midfielder Marcelo Brozovic is not far from transferring to Al Nassr in Saudi Arabia. Al Nassr's negotiations with Inter have entered the final stage and the parties are close to an agreement. The Saudis have increased their offer to attract Brozovic to 20 million euros. To complete this transfer, the final opinion is with Marcelo. Everything depends on his decision. Brozovic has already reached an initial agreement with Al Nassr on a salary of 15 million euros per year. Tottenham Club will not pay much money to Barcelona for the permanent purchase of Clement Lenglet. Barcelona asked 12 million euros for the central defender, but Spurs is only willing to pay 6 million euros. Lenglet is only 27 years old and has experience playing at a high level because he was in Sevilla before Barcelona. On the other hand, Lenglet is a good asset for Tottenham because he played a lot of games for this team and played in 35 matches for them, although his minutes on the field are not many, but this was exactly the role that Tottenham planned for him from the beginning. Of course, the departure of Lenglet is in any case beneficial to Barcelona because it means saving 18 million euros in wages. Thank you for watching our sports news and your kind support. God bless.